What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Welcome back to another Hoppy update. Please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate it. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
So as of 10 hours ago, WEX posted that they will be listing Hoppy on September 17th. And this is actually an exchange that I've been hearing a lot of good things about. A lot of people out there think that they can challenge MEXC. So in general, this is very bullish to see for Hoppy. Now, what I actually really want to point out right now is this new Binance listing. So this has been getting a lot of hype recently. As you guys can see, this post right here has 2.3 million views. But basically on September 16th, Binance listed Baby Doge, Nero, and Turbo. Now, obviously, yes, this is a Hoppy video, but I still think this is very important. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I do cover Turbo. I think Turbo is actually a very bullish meme coin. But what I really want to focus on right now is Nero. If we look at this Nero chart right now, obviously it had a massive explosion after the Binance listing, and now it's sitting at a $160 million market cap. But what I want you guys to understand is that Nero had an all-time high of around 45 million. If you look at the Hoppy all-time high, its all-time high is around 87 million. Now, does that mean that Hoppy is going to get listed on Binance? No, it does not. But I definitely think it's a possibility. Binance already came out and said that they want to start listing lower cap coins because they realize that's where a lot of the interest lies. And obviously, again, if you look at what happened to Nero after the Binance listing, imagine if Hoppy got listed. Especially given the fact that it's a frog and it's the first Furie frog. Once that narrative actually gets out and people realize it was created before Pepe, that can be extremely bullish. Now, if we look at the overall crypto market right now, you can see Bitcoin is still very indecisive. It had pumped up to about 60,500 and then it fell down to about 57,900 and now it's back to 59,200. And as usual, most of the meme coin market is just following Bitcoin, except they move in a little bit bigger swings. But if you scroll down, you can see Hoppy is currently the 712th largest crypto, and they're currently up 6.2% in the last 24 hours, but they're down 1% in the last week. Now, what's interesting is if you look at Bitcoin right now, we're actually getting a little bit of a short squeeze. I had just posted in my Discord that we had got back above the 200-day moving average, which was very important to see. And this is the chart I posted. However, I was talking about how we were getting rejected off of the 21-day moving average. But I said there was still 2 hours left in the candle, so we needed this to change. Now, by the time I started recording this video, it has changed. So at this point, I think Bitcoin actually looks very good. But what we don't want to see happen right now is price action to put in a lower high. Because if price action puts in a lower high, then you could argue that we have a left shoulder, a head, and then a right shoulder. And usually head and shoulder patterns are extremely bearish. So we definitely would like to see Bitcoin come up and put in a higher local high. We really are short squeezing hard right now, 59,700. But as I always say, regardless of what happens in the short term, just understand the bigger picture of Bitcoin. And I always like to show you guys the 10-day time frame just because it's a little bit bigger than the weekly. It is still very important for you to understand that we are basically in a giant cup and handle pattern. And whether you want to agree with the cup and handle, you still need to understand we're in a giant bull flag. And we have extremely oversold stochastics with an oversold RSI. And there's also a Class C bullish divergence. Usually there's a very high likelihood that a chart like this breaks to the upside. And I've been saying the entire time, I think there's a good chance we will be absolutely flying by the time October and November roll around. Not to mention rate cuts could be right around the corner. So regardless of what happens in the short term, just don't lose sight of the bigger picture. Now, if we look at Hoppy right now, not a whole lot has changed. We're still ranging from about 33 million to about 19 million. And we're still basically in this symmetrical triangle pattern. So I wouldn't be surprised if price action just continues to get tight and then we see a nice breakout. But I really do think that that's going to be heavily correlated to whether or not Bitcoin can actually get the breakout. Again, right now it's actually looking very good, 59,850. I'm loving that we're having a short squeeze while I'm recording this. But what I do think is very important to point out again is that a lot of people sit here and they worry about how down Hoppy is right now. But you guys really should think of it in the inverse. If Hoppy simply gets back to all-time highs, you guys will 3x your money. Those are huge gains, and you can't really make that anywhere outside of crypto. For example, the stock market averages 10% returns in a year. So if Hoppy can simply get back to all-time highs, that would take the stock market 20 years theoretically. Now, if we take a look at the Hoppy X account, they continue posting on here every single day, and they're constantly growing. They're up to 22.5 thousand followers. And as I talked about at the beginning, they just got a WEX listing. And I really do think that this is just the beginning for Hoppy. And I know it sounds crazy right now, but I love to see this Binance listing. I won't be shocked if Hoppy eventually gets listed on Binance. And that could be enormous. A lot of people out there seem to think that Binance is going down, but I completely disagree. For example, if we just look at CoinMarketCap and we look at the centralized exchanges, it's not even close between Binance and Coinbase. The Binance volume is so much higher than every single other exchange. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about Binance because there's no guarantees, but this is a very bullish sign. If they are going to start listing mid-cap meme coins, then Hoppy has a legitimate chance. Now, I also want to take a second to just point out the Pepe chart. Just understand Pepe is basically still in a giant falling wedge. And if this falling wedge does break to the upside, that could also be very bullish for Hoppy, mainly just because Pepe is Matt Furie's frog. And a lot of people still haven't made the connection that Hoppy came before Pepe. So Pepe is absolutely capable of starting a rally. But anyways, when you guys get done watching this video, you should come over and give your boy a follow on X, at Crypto Now or Never. I post on here pretty much every single day. And then I would also like to take a moment to talk about my private Discord through Patreon. So at the current moment, I have 3 different tiers, and there are many benefits to joining my Discord. For example, this is going to give you guys closer access to me, and you guys are going to be able to track the cryptos that I'm personally buying, selling, considering buying, and even the cryptos that I currently hold. And as most of you guys know, I was the first person to talk about Hoppy on YouTube. And I also had posted a buy alert in my Discord on April 21st at a $580,000 market cap. And Hoppy ran up to over an $87 million market cap, which is around a 150x. So if you guys had bought it this time, you'd still be up huge. But if this is the kind of stuff that sounds interesting to you guys, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage. We're building an excellent community. I'd love to see you guys in here. But I also want to be clear, at the end of the day, every single one of these projects that I cover come with extremely high risk. It is very important that you always understand your own risk tolerance. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Hoppy will go this bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.